Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 3 of me rewatching X-Men Evolution. This is the first episode of this series I'm recording after posting the other two, and I have to say, the response has been pretty surprising. Not for me though, you guys. I'm seeing a lot of the word actually in the comments, as in, I thought this was gonna be a hot steaming pile of garbage, but it's actually kinda cool, and you know what guys? Me too.
Daniel, over here!
Though I am curious, when is the team just gonna get together? We're not even all the way through the opening credits yet. Like, where's Spike and Quicksilver? This show never misses an opportunity to make me look foolish. What a lame way for a power to kick in. Like, don't get me wrong, mutant powers kick in due to trauma all the time, but it's usually more, my father just killed my mother, and to stop him from killing me, I had to manifest a force field around myself that's now just kind of permanently there, unless getting lightly shoved one time. It did break his fall though, so that's nice. It also cut the court. I assume we're playing by the same logic as Lance's earthquakes in the other episode, and just everyone in the school is gonna be cool with that? Alright. Is this why Quicksilver is evil in this version? Is he gonna join the Brotherhood because he got showed up in basketball one time?
Dude, I got moves you can't even imagine. And I'm through holding back just to make guys like you look good.
This is just that dumbass Incredibles logic again. When they tell Dash that he can't play sports because he'd give up their secret identity, guys, just run slightly faster. You don't have to go speed of light down the court to still have time to make the shot yourself. But also, earlier you tried to do a layup and failed, so maybe the real issue here is you're bad at basketball.
Seems like that boy has been competing with you ever since you were babies.
Storm being a generation older than so many of the other characters is genuinely astounding. What do you mean that she watched Quicksilver grow up his entire life? That's more baffling than giving her a random nephew.
I'm telling you, I got it covered. A few points, a few spikes. I mean, so what? This is New York.
What does that mean? This is New York? Are mutants a prominent thing in New York?
The Xavier Institute can offer you training.
I don't need training, man. I can take care of myself. Anyone messes with me, bam!
I don't need training. If anyone learns about my powers, I will kill them.
Aurora, how's it going with your nephew?
Just as I feared, Professor. He's being stubborn.
All right, we'll go to Plan B.
Okay, so this is like a sting operation. Here I thought Aurora was hanging out with some family members. By the way, nice that she has family in this world. Happened to see her nephew was displaying his powers more openly, wanted to have a chat. But no, she was sent here as a recruiting mission.
Oh man, not again!
Something wrong?
Where do you come from?
That's a question you should be asking on the basketball court.
Hey look, I know you're fast, man. You were really busting some great moves last night.
Is Spike wearing elbow pads all the time? Why? Is his elbow shooting out of his arm, you think, at all times? Like the bone just protrudes a little bit, so he has to cover it with the elbow pad? That would be pretty sick. Actually, take your elbow pad off. I want to see something.
I still got a few tricks of my own, you know.
Sure you do. Like getting ripped off for the second time this month.
Is Quicksilver robbing this boy? What did he do to you, man? Is he just racist in this version? Is that his motivation?
But I'm gonna trap this sleazeball.
Sure, Daniels. But you're gonna need some bait.
Okay, well now I'm confused. He's giving him money to steal back? I guess everyone's gotta have a hobby.
Man, you don't give up, do you, Antio?
That's because she loves you. She's concerned.
Oh, this is like a full-on intervention.
Always knew this was a possibility, Vi. While you did not receive the mutant gene as I did, we knew it could show up in future generations.
I'm sorry, I know the focus is supposed to be on Spike, but the lore implications for Storm are fascinating. What do you mean in this version she has a sister? How does that work? Did her parents still die as a child? Was she still an African goddess? Or did she just grow up in New York?
Look, man, I like it right here, and I'm not going to some home for freaks.
This is why you need to show people either accepting or being openly biased to mutants. Because why would he consider the Xavier Institute a place for freaks? What is the stigma in this world against mutant powers? No one seems to know what they are.
Hey, he's going out the window.
You can tell this came out in the early 2000s because now they're skateboarding.
We really need to work on our sales pitch.
I think not just sitting around in a drab room chatting it up is a good start. I don't know, take him to the school, show him the danger room. At the end of the day, he's a teenage boy. I think developing his superpower so he can better beat people up is a pretty good pitch.
Okay, sneak thief. You wanna play tonight? The Spike Man is ready.
See, he's clearly into vigilante stuff. Learn from the thousands of real-life karate courses. You start by promising he can learn to beat up his bullies, and then you give him the self-defense spiel, okay? Okay, so Quicksilver can move faster than can even be seen and can't figure out a way to just stop a guy from stealing the basketball from him. I was giving him the benefit of the doubt that he didn't want to look suspicious, but if it's invisible...
Pietro?
Call me Quicksilver.
Oh, he's got a super suit too. That's fascinating. Is he already with the Brotherhood? Is Magneto his dad in this reality? Did he and Storm used to go to their children's soccer games together? How deep does this lore go?
Like the outfit? Made it myself.
Okay, so he just built a super suit for vibes.
Remember, Daniels, anything you can do, I can do better.
Can't shoot spikes out of your arm though, can you? These are not comparable powers. Yours does make you better at basketball though, theoretically.
But why would you want to rip me off?
Kicks, man, for the challenge. Look, when you live as fast as I do, there ain't enough things to occupy my time. I gotta entertain myself.
It is literally his hobby. He's just doing it for vibes. I kind of enjoy that. This is a thing in the comics too. Like, Quicksilver is so unfathomably bored because everything in his life is perceived as like at a tortoise's pace. As with a lot of the characters in the show, this is a surprisingly good adaptation.
Too slow.
How do you establish Quicksilver like this and then have him get beaten at any other point in the show? Like, once you establish he's faster than like the speed of thought, how is Cyclops gonna get him with his vision, you know?
Can you say scapegoat?
Right, but the security footage would show them all just opening around him, right? Like, maybe not show Quicksilver unless you slow it down frame by frame, but still not him doing it. Bro went to jail?
Welcome to the downside, pal. Misuse your powers, go to jail.
What is the logic here? He used the spikes to open a bunch of lockers? He's the primary victim because he's the weirdo who keeps his wallet in the school locker at night.
So we'll make you a deal. The professor will use his influence to get you out of here, and you give the Institute a shot.
I almost feel like they put Quicksilver up to this. You know how in Glee, Will Schuester plants like drugs on Finn to get him to join the Glee Club? I imagine Xavier is running a similar scheme with Quicksilver, who's so bored, he's just rolling with it.
Like I've got a choice?
Hey, you've always got a choice. We just want to help you make it the right one.
You always got a choice, but if you don't choose us, you rot.
I think he knows who really trashed those lockers. Did he tell you?
No, and I'm not going to pry.
Oh, okay, never mind. I guess they're not that faithful of adaptations.
Ew, that stuff like totally plugs your arteries, you know?
I appreciate your concern.
I really appreciate whenever they use depth in a cartoon like this. Because obviously it's 2D animated, but to have the plate physically in front of Wolverine and then extend the claws through the Z-axis, it's hard to do and it's appreciated, even if it is for sausages.
How many times I gotta tell you? Ask and it'll get passed to you.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you.
This version of Wolverine and Kurt as like disgruntled older paternal brotherly figure is so different than their best friends maybe more vibe in the comics, but also weirdly reminiscent. Like, you get a lot of the same black cat golden retriever energy, just packaged in a new, less romantic way.
It might be best if Evan had other things to distract his mind. I've already enrolled him at Bayville.
It's nice that Xavier has to personally notify Mystique every single time he gets a new member. Maybe that's why the Brotherhood seems to always collect one too.
Ah, so this is the speed demon I've been hearing about.
Pietro Maximov. He is of particular interest to me.
Okay, so he's definitely his dad, but I'm getting the sense that Quicksilver doesn't know that yet. Interesting.
Young Pietro has long had a grudge rivalry against Evan Daniels.
They've turned Quicksilver into the world's biggest hater. This is Lex Luthor Reverse Flash type shit. You're telling me he's gonna change schools just to better terrorize a childhood rival? I like that the room is adaptable to whoever is using it. This is the best way to train Spike because it uses something he's already good at and introduces more complications to teach him how to integrate his powers into his regular combat style.
Not too shabby, Porcupine.
This is just a random fun fact I know. He was originally going to be called Porcupine. Neat.
Spike, the coach just called. Says you gotta come to the gym. You've got a game tonight.
There wasn't one on the schedule.
Well, there is now. Coach says Principal Darkholm put it together last minute.
Okay, do they know that Raven is Mystique or not? Because they definitely know who Mystique is. They've mentioned her many times, and she's using her real name as the principal. In this world, it may not be her real name, but whatever. But even if they do think they're two different women, they know that they're both involved with the Brotherhood because we saw her recruit Blob. So when you hear that she's randomly and spontaneously put together an event that requires Spike's immediate attention, maybe think it's a trap. Scott and Jean are clearly suspicious. That's good.
Yeah, I trashed those lockers. Why? You gonna do something about it?
Look, I think you better come with us.
I don't think so.
If only someone here's power was a natural deterrent to super speed because it supernaturally could hold on to things.
Trust me, man. You're gonna find out!
Are we building to the resolution being that he can catch Quicksilver if on a skateboard? Okay, so no.
Gene, he can't run if his feet are off the ground.
Is that true? Is it like when you put a dog in air jail? Or could he somehow keep the movement going and just be slightly off the ground?
Hey, what's going on?
He turns into a tornado is actually the most creative and ingenious answer to that question. There is such a genuine level of inventiveness to this show that it is hard to make jokes. The answer to how Cyclops is able to hit him with his powers is because he's teaming up with Jean because of teamwork, the message of the episode.
I can't get loose! I can't get loose!
Why not? Did he stab him through the gut or something? Just keep him on that wall?
Yeah, I trashed those lockers. Why? You gonna do something about it?
Something I've wondered every time a show does a plot like this is, would that stand up in court? You don't know the context of why he's saying it. You could have just held up a sign that's like, please say this, and then they said it, and then you were like, I framed you for a crime.
Looks like some of that training did pay off.
None of that had to do with his training. I guess maybe him throwing the spikes at the cannonballs Jean was throwing. But you never taught him how to hide a tape recorder.
Huh? You?
It is good to see you again, Pietro.
Okay, so he does know Magneto. The question is, how much does either of them know about the other?
Come with me.
It's interesting to start with Magneto and Quicksilver's relationship, because I feel like the obvious one is to do Magneto and Wanda. And honestly, maybe what's going to be is that Magneto's already with Wanda, and now he's just bringing Quicksilver into the mold. But I feel like their relationship isn't usually touched on in a positive way. Like, it's usually Quicksilver being like, I do not want to be that guy's son, and Magneto being like, I do not know who that boy is. I feel like you should have mentioned the pool at the intervention. Why would I want to go to your school of freaks? We have a pool and girls also live there. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm in.
It would appear your nephew's going to fit in just fine, Aurora.
Yes, but one must wonder, is that a good thing?
Yeah, I mean, he fits in with all these weirdos and losers at our school.
Half of the school will be there. Suppose somebody gets too close to Kurt. That hollow projector won't stop them from feeling his fur.
It's just a party. Time to shake that tail. Woohoo! Party, party!
You know, that is in the beginning of every single episode, and I've never thought about this before, but where does the tail go? Does he stuff it into the pants, or is it invisible thanks to the holographic projector? But surely people who walk by do feel it. They just address that that's how that works.
Grow up, Kurt.
Hey, lighten up, dude.
You're always goofing around.
I feel like they changed Cyclops' personality in every single one of these episodes. Like, compare this guy to the one who was like checking up on Rogue to make sure she was okay being partners together because they were technically on different teams. He's had his like exacting and mean moments, but overall, he's been surprisingly chill. He didn't even flip out that much when Nightcrawler left a plane he was flying. But it feels like now we're just back to like, Scott's the buzzkill, you know, he doesn't like fun, parties, that's not him. He's like the only one who's been shown to have outside friends. Remember Paul? Okay, so further discoveries, the pants weren't even real. So is it tucked into the spandex, or is it fully out all of the time?
January 22nd, 1978. Hi there. If you're hearing this message, you've got 10 seconds before this lab self-destructs.
Here we go. Here we go. Forge. This was my favorite character when I saw this show, okay? And I'm not gonna lie, it's 90% because he was vaguely brown, and that was enough for me. Though looking back, he is probably the funniest casualty of the whole make everyone except Storm a teenager of it all, because in the comics, he's her main love interest for like decades.
What are you doing here?
Look who's talking. At least I didn't blow the place up.
Hey, let go of that!
Why did you jump right to fighting? Last time you saw Rogue, she was actively helping you. She shot him. You know what, Kurt? That was good intuition. My apologies. You had it right. She shot you immediately.
He's gone.
To be fair, Nightcrawler is like the one X-Man that if he disappeared in a giant puff of smoke, maybe he's okay.
What happened? Where am I? The Twilight Zone?
They should remake this show, word for word, except that joke is replaced with the Upside Down from Stranger Things.
Man, Scott's gotta lighten up.
Yeah, but Kurt's gotta like know when to quit.
Is this the astral plane? That's like a metaphysical concept in Marvel. Basically, you know when Doctor Strange starts looking like a ghost? That's what he's supposed to be interacting with. We're so off topic, but there's a really, really funny panel from the Dark Phoenix saga that I think about all the time, where Cyclops goes to the astral plane, and the whole point is it can be like anything you imagine, and it's just pure white, and nothing's ever summed up Scott Summers more to me.
Hey.
Out of the way!
Aw, my lunch.
Okay, so Toad literally eats bugs? You're still a growing boy, Toad. How much sustenance can a little bug give you? Unless you just eat them like in a big bowl, Timon and Pumbaa style.
Ooh. What's this?
Kind of love that the plan was to take the thing that, as far as she knows, completely atomized a member of the X-Men and put it in a public garbage can where anyone could find it, including, like, probably Toad. Even if she hadn't dropped it, I feel like he was about to go rooting through the garbage for lunch. It's amazing this is the guy everyone thirsted after.
There's just one less X-Men to push us around.
Say what? You mean you toasted one of them goody goods with that thing?
These two teenagers are incredibly chill about murder. Like, part of taking all of the characters and making them teens, I would think, is that they start acting a bit more like teenagers.
You gotta admit, he jerks around way too much.
So, is that worth losing a friend over?
See, this is the teenage thing I was talking about. It's not about, oh, that makes the team not work. It's about that they're buddies in high school and you can't lose your buddies.
Yeah! Ghost! Oh, we just saw a ghost! Blue and hairy demon!
Why is the one guy jumping to Ghost? They've made it very clear that most people don't know what mutant powers are in this world. So why would he see a blue furry demon and go, that's a ghost?
Kurt!
Ah yes, the Summers patented search and rescue, yell name, and do nothing else routine.
Tell him to knock it off.
You know, if you went to school in the early 2000s and you had a friend who could communicate via telepathy, she would basically become a default cell phone.
I'm not getting anything. He's just completely gone.
Or somebody did something to him.
Again, same situation. Why are we jumping to they murdered him? No one's done anything to that level. Yeah, I mean, Blob, we don't know what he would have done if y'all didn't show up, to be fair. Be worried about him. But otherwise, that would be such an escalation in the drama between these two teams that I feel like there should be more surprise around it.
Where's Kurt?
Yeah, like we tell you.
Fucking king of yes and. Blob saw a chance to make Scott mad and without a single solitary understanding of what was going on, seized it for all it was worth.
I said, where is he?
Get off of me!
What have you done with Kurt?
Get lost, Slim!
Another cute little Easter egg. Slim is what Scott went by in the comics at first. He was Slim Summers. And then, for reasons I don't actually know, they eventually were like, his real name is Scott. And then Scott just stuck around forever. But yeah, Slim mentioned.
Put him down!
Back off, Red, or I'll rock ya!
I kind of love I'll rock ya from like the Vibes guy. I get Earthquake has Earth in the title, but it's not like he's Toph Bayfob. Though I guess I'll Vibrate ya doesn't have the same oomph.
You two in my office now.
The show is so 2000 sometimes. What is it? Whatever major loser.
See the chair? Don't see the chair. So, Miss Big Shot, let's see how you like my new clean office policy.
I kind of love that Toad put on his super suit to do this act of vandalism against his own boss. I appreciate committing to the theme.
The name's Forge. So you found my lab, huh? What's with the Halloween getup?
Mispronouncing Xavier is one thing. Who doesn't know how to say Halloween? Halloween? This show's like Canadian, right? Is that a Canadian thing?
I know I look strange, but there are some fringe benefits.
Trippy! I thought I was the only one.
Hello? What is Forge in this show? Don't get me wrong, in the books he's got a metal hand and a metal leg, but that is because he's a Vietnam War veteran, not because he's a cyborg.
That Gizmo is a trans-dimensional projector. My science fair project back in '78.
This is an interesting choice because Forge does have a bit of the Magneto problem to him. Since his origin is set in a fixed part of time, he's really rooted in one specific era, but that's still not this one. I'm not saying like introduce Vietnam to the world of X-Men Evolution, but if you were gonna put the effort in anyway, at least make him from the 60s.
And when I fired it up, it created this pocket dimension that I call Middleverse.
Is Middleverse a thing? Let's see. Yes, in this show. And nothing else. It kind of sounds like the Microverse, which is where the Micronauts are. It's a tiny world. Basically, think Ant-Man Quantumania. But that's strictly name-wise. As far as pocket dimensions go, I think we are basically just doing the astral plane. No.
So.
Alright, guys. I know it's the year 2000, but come on. It's a kid's show. Don't you get weird on me now.
Just how far does this Middleverse extend?
Stops just short of the girls' locker room. Isn't that a burn?
Okay, I don't love them being bummed they couldn't spy on naked women without their consent, but at least they haven't spied on naked women without their consent. We'll take the win when we get it.
You can teleport back to the real world.
All right!
But only for a sec. These batteries don't have much power. Still, with luck, you can tell somebody how to reset the projector to get us back.
Oh, I just hope they don't think I'm joking.
Imagine being such a shithead that is a real possibility. Hey guys, have you seen Kurt around recently? Scott, please, I need your help. I'm about to pop out of existence. You need to find him. Classic Kurt.
Ah! Why don't you stick around for a while?
Bro, I forgot they added you. Have you been in this episode? Do more things with Spike, guys. You put him on the team.
It's putting out some kind of like steady, low-power pulse wave that just seems to disappear into thin air.
I kind of love that Kitty's the one who's figuring this kind of stuff out too, because bizarrely, she's supposed to be like a computer genius in the early comics, because she's the kid on the X-Men. They gotta give her something that she can do, so she's like the hacker.
Well, we figure that the pulse has trapped the crawler in some other dimension.
Okay, so let's trash this thing.
No, they've got it all wrong.
I can't fault them for thinking to blow it up. I was gonna make fun of them. I was gonna be like, oh yeah, of course, destroy the one thing you know leads to that dimension. But like, Saturday morning cartoon logic does say, blow it up, everything trapped inside comes out, so.
Everyone stand back, I'm gonna use full power. This could get messy.
You know, I could just like phase through the gizmo and like quietly short it out.
But that's not nearly as fun, Kitty. In this version, I'm a 16-year-old boy and I like to watch things go boom.
Right. Forget I mentioned it. Like, what is it with guys and explosions anyway?
That's the actual reason. That's brilliant.
Forge, hurry! They're gonna nuke the projector any second.
Done. So is the hand supposed to be his mutant power? In the books, his power is that he's like a technopath. Not really. He can figure out how to invent anything he wants to invent intuitively. It's a goated power. I could talk for days about how it's not utilized enough. But what matters is I'm trying to figure out, did he build himself the cyborg hand? Was he born being able to have a cyborg hand? Because one of those is more existentially terrifying than the other.
What? Reset! Don't...
You guys saw that, right?
He's still alive. What was he saying?
He said reset don't. You know, don't reset it.
Literally, why would that be what he meant? You know how there's always those tweets that are like, in my city, yeah, no, and no, yeah mean two different things. Newsflash, nobody means the other way.
He wants you to blow it up. Do it.
I swear, these guys are like obsessed.
It sounded more like a warning to me.
I really like how they adapt Scott's internal conflict, because in many ways he is a character eternally torn between his tactical mind and his raging hormones.
And they still got that vape ray I was telling you about.
Everyone gets a super suit except for Blob. Seems a little problematic, is all I'm gonna say.
Rogue, Mystique sent us to find you. So you with us or them?
Mystique? You working for her?
You didn't know that? Why are you being so annoying to her? You knew that she was with the Brotherhood. You just didn't know that they worked for Mystique? Wolverine pointed that out in the Rogue episode, buddy.
Hit me with your best shot, Slim.
I appreciate them adapting the truest thing about the Blob, which is that he claims to be unmovable and then is immediately moved often.
Okay, enough of the warm-ups. Time for some serious smashing.
Look out!
When Kurt first premiered, even teleporting one other person was like a huge strain for him. It like threatened to knock him out, and that's not the coolest thing in the world, so he's had to have power boost now and then. But seeing young Kurt be able to teleport an entire car, it's pretty sweet.
What the heck are these?
Re-entry cushions. Cool, eh?
Now I know you're Canadian, you assholes.
Thanks for bailing me out.
Hey, anytime.
Hop in, we'll give you a lift.
No problem, it's just a few blocks.
Boys are just out in the world now. It's been 20 years. Surely there must be a lot of culture shock between 1978 and the year 2000. Maybe somebody wants to walk his hand through it, you know, introduce him to the fact that his parents might be dead.
Maybe you're right. I take things too seriously. I need to lighten up some. So now what do you say we head home, gear up, and run a level 3 training sim in the danger room?
I wish the episode ended there. I wish that Scott's growth still only extended to level 3 in the danger room. He wants to have fun with them, but he still disagrees about what is fun.
Psych.
You got it.
Alright, all in all, this was a really fun 2 episodes, guys. I like that we finally have the teams established. We have the Brotherhood, we have the X-Men, all of the members are accounted for, and they fully know about each other's allegiances. I still don't know how they didn't figure out the Mystique thing earlier. But hey, I kind of can't believe it took us 6 episodes to get to this point, but it's clear that they knew they had the runway for these stories, and it's let us meet all of these characters in a pretty organic way, and now they honestly all feel very lived in. So with all the setup done, I'm excited to see where we go from here. Ideally, an actual X-Men adventure, which in this show is like, I don't know, the Brood at prom? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and comment how shocked you are by that fact below. And if you want to see more, I'm going to be doing a lot, so make sure to subscribe and check out my Patreon where the next episode is already posted.